Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's that time of the month already. I cannot believe how fast time is going, but it's time to pick out my September TBR. This month's TBR is going okay. I actually think I'm making quite a good dent on my TBR compared to July's TBR reading, which did not go well, like at all. This is going very well, so let's hope that September's TBR is going to go well as well. So first I'm going to start with the books that I have picked out that I want to priority read in September. I've picked out 3 books, but there are also some good books coming out in September. I just want to check what they are to see if any of them should get added to the TBR before I cement these books in. So, okay, 2 re-releases for indie books. Metal Slinger and Diebound, which I've already read. Yes, there is one, but that's going to get read no matter what. The Secrets of Secrets by Dan Brown is being released on the 9th of September. It's likely that I will receive it on that same day. I am definitely reading that. I won't add it to the TBR because I just know that I want to take my time with that book because it's been so long since Dan Brown's on a release. I'm also thinking of doing a reread of all his other books. Dan Brown has written 7 books, 5 of which are with Robert Langdon, his main MMC in his series, and then 2 others are just standalones. The Secret of Secrets is in Langdon's world, so I think I want to reread his other books with Langdon in it before I read this one, even though I remember everything that happened. It's been so long since I read a Dan Brown book. I just know that I want to take my time with it and read as much of his books as possible. So I'm not adding it to the TBR, but it's definitely one of the books I'm going to get to in September-ish if I want to reread his other books. So maybe September's TBR won't go that well because if I'm reading 6 Dan Brown books, which are fiction, we'll see how this goes. We also have Among the Flowers, which is Samantha Shannon's novella within the world of Prior of the Orange Tree. I'm not going to add it to my TBR, but I'm pretty excited about it. I haven't yet read her other book in that world. And then The Ever Queen and Fallen Stars. Oh, and Alchemized. Yeah, okay. No new releases being added to the TBR. So, my priority reads for September is 1, the Ever King series. The Ever King by L.J. Andrews. This is book 1 in the Eversea series. The Ever Queen is coming out on the 18th of September. So I definitely want to get to this so that I can pick up the Ever Queen series, the Ever Queen, as soon as it comes out, or cancel the pre-order if I end up not liking this book, which I think is very, very unlikely. I am really excited about this. I've been dying to pick up another L.J. Andrews book, and when I found out that this was being traditionally published, I mean, I absolutely love the cover. I love the old cover, but I really, really love the new cover, and it's in hardback. So I'm really excited to finally pick this up and have it added to my TBR. I know it's definitely one I'm going to get to this month. Well, it's not yet September. It's definitely a book I'm going to get to in September because I'm just way too excited about picking this up. The next book is Thorns and Fire. This is book 2 in the Ashes of Thesmar series. I want to reread Iron and Embers. Even though it's not been that long since I read Iron and Embers, I really want to annotate because I read my Fairy Loot edition, but I also have my standard edition that I want to annotate. Book 3's title and cover I think has been revealed, which is coming out in November. I want to read this now because then that means in November I can reread both books again and annotate this one. I very, very rarely annotate a book upon the first read just because I know that sometimes I can get very carried away with the story and I'm not annotating so much and I forget, and it just becomes a bit frustrating when I'm so intrigued and so deep into the story that I just don't want to pull myself away to annotate. So I tend to save the annotating for a reread, which is what I'm going to do with Iron and Embers. This one I won't annotate, but I'll annotate in November when I reread it in preparation for the 3rd book, and then the 3rd book I will annotate when I reread that. But I'm really, really excited to read this. I am scared because of the way Iron and Embers ended. I genuinely did not see the way that ended coming. I thought everything was going to be okay-ish. I knew things were going to happen, but I didn't know that that was going to happen. So I'm kind of worried about this. I don't know how things are going to go. I fear a lot of grovelling in its future, so we'll see how that goes. And then finally, the 3rd and final book on the priority TBR is Silver Cloak by L.K. Stephen. This has a very, very intriguing, interesting magic system that I really want to get to know, and I really want to understand how it works. I've heard all really good things, and I also saw art for this book that was like, yes, I have to read it. I need to meet these characters. I need to see their relationship. I need to see how everything unfolds, and I need to understand everything. I want to live this. So this has to be read. I only just picked this up. This has been on my TBR for like 2 weeks now, but it just sounds too interesting to keep sitting there unread. So it's adding to the priority TBR. Okay, now the priority TBR has been done, we get to do the fun part, which is pick out books in my little red cup. I love doing this every month. It's so exciting, but also really scary because I have no idea what books are going to be picked out. Last month we only got picked out romantasy books. I fear we're not going to have this much luck with this month's pick, so let's see how this goes. Alright, and the first book pick is, please be a good one. When a Moth Loved a Bee. This book has been on my TBR for so long. So again, we have a book picked out from this shelf. When a Moth Loved a Bee by Pepper Winters. This has been on my TBR for years now. It has to have been years now. I did try to read it. I got to the first page and then I was like, no, I'm not in the mood for this, and then ended up picking up something else and then picking it up back, and then never picking it up back up, and then never picking it back up again. So we'll see how this goes, because this could either be like a really good read, or it could be a book I'm gonna finally unhaul because it's been sitting on my shelf for way too long. But that's what I love about this cup. It picks out books that have been on my TBR for so long and just forces me to read them. I say that knowing that in July and June it picked out books that I did not read, so don't hold me accountable. September is going to be a very busy reading month, so let's not put too high stock in what I just said. Alright, the second book picked out is, we're just doing 3, well we always do 3, but it's going to be 3. This is a book I no longer have, so this can go in the bin. Let's pick again. Rage and Ruin. Okay, this is getting really weird. This has now picked out another book from this shelf right here. It's another romantasy book. It's another book that's been on my TBR for way too long. I promise I am shaking this. Last month we got 3 books picked out on that shelf from that red cup. This month we've had 2 books picked out from that red cup from that shelf. Okay, Rage to Ruin by Z.R. Abadi. I think this is a completed series. I at least know that 2 books are out in this series, so 3 books so far. I think it's completed. Okay, third and final book. I'm shaking this up really well. It cannot be another 3rd book from that shelf, otherwise I'm re-picking. Okay, here we go. The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. Okay, I'm kind of happy about this because I have heard recent good things about The Bone Season. It's like really come back into popularity, or at least back into my FYP, and it's been on my TBR for so long. I have the original book from the series, and then I bought the re-released version for the 10th or 5th anniversary. So I'm really, really glad this has been picked. Let me go pick it up. Okay, the little red cup worked. We have The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. This is the 10th anniversary special edition. I don't know what's special about this, but I am really excited for this. I now have an excuse to pick this up because, yeah, for some reason I needed a cup to tell me to pick up a book. But yeah, I'm really intrigued by this. I'm really excited to know what this is about and what's so good about it. I do like Samantha Shannon's writing. I've only ever read The Prior of the Orange Tree by her. So it's going to be really exciting to pick up another book by her. And hopefully I'll get into a Samantha Shannon's vibe and then pick up the second book in the Prior of the Orange Tree world series. Because I know it's not book 2, but it's within the world. So yeah, I'm really, really happy about this pick. This actually might be my most exciting book pick from this little red cup. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I'm really, really excited about this. So that is... Oh God. that is my September TBR picked out, ready to go. Hopefully, I feel like I could get through all of this. This seems like a really me kind of selection of books, says me who bought these books, but I really feel like these are books that I could get to and I could read and would get read. So as a mood reader, this is a really good selection of books. I'm really happy about it. So I can't wait to get to these. Okay, those are safe. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment what books you've added to your TBR if you'd like to, and subscribe if you'd also like to. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.